Good morning, my dear friends. How are you all? Hope you are enjoying your vacations with your studies and staying at home, following the guidelines as per the government rules. Good. So, dear friends, in our last lecture, we were talking about the various laws of vector addition, and the first law that we have discussed in our previous lecture was the triangle law of vector addition. Now, in that, we have seen that if two vectors are represented in magnitude and direction by the two consecutive sides of a triangle taken in order, then their resultant is given by the third side of the triangle taken in opposite order. That means if suppose this is my vector A along x-axis and this is my vector B along, you can say, y-axis. So in that case, if suppose these two vectors are making an angle of theta along with the positive direction of x-axis, then we have seen that the resultant was given by shabash under root of good a square, yes, plus b square plus 2ab cos of theta. This was what we have seen and we have derived in our last lecture. And if this is the resultant, now sometimes we have to find what is the nature of the resultant. That means what is the angle of inclination of your resultant. So in that case, just remember with reference to whether we want to find angle with reference to x-axis or with y-axis. So let us presume that for the time being, this is the angle which the resultant is making along with the x-axis. If alpha is the angle made by the resultant with the x-axis, then we have seen that tangent alpha was given by, it was I think it was b sine of theta over a plus b cos of theta. So this was what we have seen and what we have done in our previous lecture. There are a couple of numericals regarding which I will be sending you the notes after this article is over. So any doubt in this, if you want to ask anything, you can just send the comments on my channel and we will see to it. Now today we are going to start the second concept of vector addition, or you can say the second law of vector addition, which is called the parallelogram law of vector addition. Parallelogram law of vector addition. That means we are talking about a parallelogram, and you all know that a parallelogram is a figure whose opposite sides are equal and parallel. Now again, first of all, I will just explain you with diagram and the statement, then we will write the statement. Okay. Now what this law states that if suppose you have a parallelogram which is A, B, C and D. Now suppose there are two vectors, let us say P along x-axis and Q along y-axis, such that these two vectors makes an angle of theta with the x-axis. It means, what I am saying is, if two vectors P and Q are represented in magnitude and direction by the two adjacent sides, this is called adjacent side. Consecutive is in the same direction, my dear. Consecutive will be in the same direction. When we say consecutive, to this and this. Otherwise, if it is like this, to this direction and this direction, so this will be considered as consecutive. But when I take one direction like this and one direction like this, it will become adjacent. So according to parallelogram law of vector addition, if the two vectors are represented in magnitude and direction by the two adjacent sides of a parallelogram taken in order, then their resultant is given by the diagonal joining those sides. Then the resultant is given by the diagonal joining those sides. This is called the statement of parallelogram law of vector addition. It means the resultant will be this line, which is AC. Any doubt? Chaliye. So let us write the statement first. So as I have just explained, statement is okay, if two vectors are represented, in magnitude and direction, by the two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, then their resultant is given in magnitude and direction by the diagonal passing through the point of intersection of the two sides. The line or the diagonal passing through the point of intersection of these two sides, my dear friends. This is the statement. I hope the statement is clear along with the diagram. And if you have any other doubt, you can ask me. And now we will try to, you can say, prove, and you can say we can try to find the value of the resultant. देखिए my dear friend, as far as the calculation is concerned, it will remain almost the same type of what we have done in the triangle law, because ultimately now also we are going to, you can say, convert this parallelogram in the form of triangle only. Okay? So before we start, as I have told you, the most important thing is shabash, introduction. Okay, one thing you should always remember whenever I talk about when we derive a formula, whether it is through triangle law or parallelogram law, you must remember one thing very clearly. The angle, sorry, the vector first, when I say suppose P and Q. So P vector will be represented along x-axis and Q will be represented along y-axis. If I say vector A and B, so A will be represented along x-axis, B will be represented along y-axis. Clear? I will try to make you understand if you change the vector, suppose by chance. So how you have to just keep the formula in your mind. So let us start introduction. So my introduction is very clear. Okay, if vector P and vector Q are represented in magnitude and direction, in magnitude and direction by the sides AB and AD of parallelogram ABCD such that angle DAB is equal to theta is the angle between the two vectors, then to find their resultant, what we are going to do, my dear friend, is, because we have the concept of triangle law of vector addition. We are having the concept of the triangle law of vector addition. So what we are going to do is, we are going to follow the same. तो उसके लिए क्या करेंगे? What will we do? We draw, you can say CS. We can draw CS perpendicular to AB and which is extended to X. Is it clear? We will draw a perpendicular like we have done in our triangle also. We draw a perpendicular. So we will draw a perpendicular CS on AB which is extended to X. That means what we are going to do? We will extend this to X and draw a perpendicular CS. Is any doubt till here? Why we have done this? Just to follow, or you can say to use the concept of the triangle law of vector addition. So we will proceed now in the same manner what we have done so far, just keeping an idea of the simple, you can say, mathematical concepts. Okay, so we shall proceed further. Okay, now we are going for the derivation. Very good. So now this is derivation. शाबाश. क्या करेंगे? Okay, now you can clearly see that as ABCD is a parallelogram, so it is very clear that AD is parallel to BC, and when AD is parallel to BC, obviously your AX is a shabash. AX is a transversal, and you all know if two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal, Then what can I talk about these two angles? These two angles are corresponding angles, and corresponding angles are equal. It means, so angle I can say CBX will be equal to angle DAB will be equal to theta. Any doubt? So if this entire angle is theta, my dear friends, so this will be also theta. This angle will be also theta because they are corresponding angles. Now what we will do, we will go for the same concept. In triangle BSC, again same known and unknown we will try to find, same mathematical. And you will appreciate that at the end of this entire derivation, my dear friends, even the resultant will also be same. So I am just doing it fast. You will not have any difficulty because you have done the triangle law of vector addition in a very nice manner. You have revised it. So I am just straight away doing it. So just follow. So in triangle BSC, I can have what is CS over, I can say BC is equal to sine of theta. And one more thing, if this is and this is a parallelogram, obviously AD will be equal to BC. So BC is also my vector Q. So is it clear? So BC is also equal to vector Q. So what I can find out? I can find out CS is equal to BC sine of theta. That means CS is equal to Q sine of theta. Similarly, we can go for the BS over BC, and that will be equal to cos theta, and BS will be equal to BC cos theta, and finally you will get BS is equal to Q cos of theta. That means in triangle BSC, I have all the three sides known to me. I have BC, which is Q, I have calculated BS, and I have calculated CS also. Again, I will follow the same concept. Where is my resultant? Obviously, resultant will lie in triangle ASC. This is clear? I rub this and let us proceed further. So once we are able to understand a concept nicely, there is never a difficulty. So what I always request is just follow, because if you have doubt, you clear it now, it will be easy for the next day. But if you continue with the doubt, next day also will be a problem. So that is very good that you are able to follow it. So let us proceed. Now in triangle ASC, the resultant AC can be calculated by, all of you know, applying same procedure, na? Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. Just apply that Pythagoras theorem. This is ASC. Now you all know what is AS. Now AS will be your AB plus BS. So AS will be AB plus BS. So what is AB? That you have already taken as P. That you have already taken as T, and BS you have calculated as Q cos of theta. So this is my AS. So when I apply Pythagoras theorem, what I get AC. So AC is equal to under root of AS square plus under root of CS square. Any doubt? Put the values. So AC is your R is equal to under root of AS. So this will become P plus Q cos theta whole square plus your CS which is Q sine of theta and whole square. Again a simple calculation and all those things. So you can proceed in the same manner and don't have to have any sort of tensions or any sort of doubts. So R will be equal to under root of, or I will do one thing, I will write straight away the values because it will remain same. The values will remain same, my dear friends. So what you will get is R will be equal to your A sine of theta, that means P sine of theta over P plus Q cos of theta. This is the value of resultant. Now this is the value of tangent alpha. This is the value of tangent alpha. This is the value of tangent alpha, where alpha is the angle that the resultant AC makes with the positive direction of x-axis. So this is your tangent alpha, that means this angle will be alpha. And what will be the resultant? Resultant will be, as usual, it will be P square plus Q square plus 2PQ and cos of theta. So this is something which we have to just understand, my dear friends, and because these two are almost interrelated, so there will be no doubt whatsoever in you can say solving the numericals. Main law is triangle law of vector addition, because parallelogram law of vector addition also somewhere utilizes the same concept of triangle law. So it is, we can say, the extended part of the triangle law of vector addition. Only two things, rather three things you have to remember when we talk about solving the numericals. सबसे पहली चीज क्या याद रखनी है? Obviously the formula of the resultant, that it is same in the both cases. आपने देख लिया कि whether it was triangle law or whether it is parallelogram law, the value of resultant is same. Number one. Second thing, the value of angle, that means the angle which the resultant makes, ये भी वही है, same formula हो गया. Most important thing that you have to remember is कि where is P and where is Q? Where is P and where is Q? These P and Q should not be changed. So you should always remember that if I am taking P as along x-axis, then Q is along y-axis. So it will be what? It will be along y-axis. If suppose by mistake you take, not mistake, if by you can say by your convention, by your introduction. If you take this P and you take this as Q, so here you will get P and there you will get Q. Any doubt? So these types of clarifications you have to keep in mind. Okay, my first angle will be along X, second will be along Y, and accordingly this is the formula and concept. I hope I was able to reach each and everyone. Tomorrow we can practice a lot of numericals for that, and before that just practice your derivations, both of them, triangle law as well as vector law, because one of these two is always expected in your examinations. So my dear friends, keep doing your good work and take care of yourself, enjoy yourself, and whenever you have doubt, I am there to help you out. All the very best, right? God bless you.